Hi everyone, this week is Parshas Lech Lecha. I want to turn your attention to two verses. One is 15:5, where God tells Abraham, I want you to go out and count the stars, Ki yeh zarecha, and so will be your children. And I want to turn your attention to verse a little bit earlier in 14:14, where Avram is informed that his nephew Lot has been taken captive, and Abraham puts together an army of 318 men. So I guess the first question that one could ask oneself is, what does it mean that God asked Abraham to go out and count the stars? I mean, God, why don't you tell me how many stars there are? And if you actually Google it, a person, if they would actually try to count the stars that they could see maybe around 5,000 stars. Is that what God is telling him? That 5,000 stars, that's all we're going to have? So Rabbi Aryeh Leibowitz quotes Reb Meir Shapiro, who says, God isn't telling Abraham how many kids, what his offspring and his descendants, how many he's going to have. It's not about the number. It's not about the quantity, but it's about how it's done. Because what does Abraham do when God tells him to go outside and count the stars? He doesn't say, God, you line up the stars, I'll count them. No, he starts counting them. Abraham doesn't say, I can't count those stars, or look, I'm too old to have children. He starts counting the stars. So I can't, or this is impossible, is not part of his vocabulary. And that, Reb Meir Shapiro says, is what God is teaching Abraham. That you will have a great nation because you don't have the attitude, you don't subscribe to I can't or this is impossible. And that certainly has been true with us as a nation as we look in Jewish history. How would there ever be a state of Israel after 6 million of our brothers and sisters were murdered? Who would ever thought that 3 years later? And so on and so forth. Now this number 318 is a crazy number. Like, is that a significant number in Judaism? So this is concept that has been made famous by Rab Nachman of Breslov, that Ein Shum Yeyish Klal Ba'olam, that there's no despair, there's no giving up in this world. The word Yeyush equals 317. The number 318, Rashi tells us, is the gematria, is the number that equals Eliezer. Rashi says that Avram went to rescue Lot with just him and Eliezer. Eliezer equals 318. It's one number greater than the word Yush, despair. And therefore Avram Avinu has this attitude that I will not despair. If God tells me it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And to save Lot, as he does, again, it's the same attitude. I heard quoted by Rabbi Shalom Rosner that when we end off the bracha, our first bracha of Shmona Esrei, Magen Avraham, why not say Magen Avos? Why is it Avraham? So he says Avraham is about Chesed, Yitzchak is about serving God, Avoda, and Yaakov is about Torah. When we end off the bracha, we can't say that our Torah is perfect, and we can't say that our Avoda, our service to God, is perfect. But our Chesed, Jewish people know how to do Chesed. 15,000 Jews in Israel have mobilized to help in any which way the Jewish people. Amazing. So now we have to say, Ein Shum Yush. We cannot subscribe to despair. Let us hope that Hashem will perform the greatest Kiddush Hashem yet, and let our soldiers be safe and all those captives be returned safely to their families. Shabbat Shalom.